to relations and then with family. So our meeting is live stream. So this fun time, I'll be asking some of the questions that you can easily answer the questions. This is not a great question. Some riddles. So tell me, what is the vegetable which we can't eat? Name the vegetable that we can't eat. Oh. What's the table that we can't eat?
Vegetable.
Yeah, great.
Table.
Even I. Thank you. As I have already answered the question. But only Bhatyaji recognized the answer too. Thank you, Bhatyaji.
No. What happens is, har sawal mein sawal hi jawab ho.
Yes.
There was one song, no? Har sawal mein sawal hi jawab ho. So that's where
Yes.
Yes. Vegetable. Yes, sir.
Okay. And which is the smallest room in this world? Tick tick one, tick two. Yes, time.
Room.
Yeah, smallest room in this world. It's very funny question. If not think about the rooms and all.
Broom.
Broom. No, it is little bit long, no? Something.
Check the chat.
Yes.
Box.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Box is the thing.
No. I got the answers. That is mushroom, and thank you, Nana and Suman. Yes. Thank you. And another question is the thing that we can't eat until it breaks. Anything.
Egg.
Great. So first we can answer anything, but it is answer is egg. But any food items also we can take. So thank you everyone for contributing fun and engaging. So let's move towards today's session, and for this I would like to welcome today's host, our lovely Naina, global Naina, and Naina is the eye of Brainciti, and she is a distinguished Toastmaster and transformation coach and 5M trainer. So I would like to welcome Naina to take over the session.
Thank you so much, Sudeepa, for that wonderful Brainciti introduction and for that little fun segment which you always bring in. Thank you for your vibe and a beautiful smile. Good evening, everyone. And how are we doing today? I hope everyone is doing fine. Today is Sunday, and today we have fun, family, and relationship. As you all know, when there was a big research done on what brings us the most happiness, who is that person who's most happy? It is said that the person who's very satisfied and happy when he has a successful relationship, he has a good and happy family. So we believe that this segment is one of the very important segments in the entire wheel of life. So tomorrow we will say that tomorrow's session will be important, and on Tuesday we will say Tuesday's segment is important. But today is Sunday, so welcome everyone to fun, friendship, and relationship segment. So today we have a very interesting gentleman who will be taking us forward with his talk. He has 14 years of corporate world experience. He has worked with AGM as a sales. He has worked as AGM in the fitness company and a group product head with Dubai-based company VV and Sons. He is a certified trainer from IATD, council trained in Oppo Mobile and Flipkart. He's also 30 engineering and he has trained a lot of companies like Oppo Mobile, Flipkart, 30 engineering and MBA colleges, etc. He's authored a book, Proficiency in English. He's also a wonderful voice artist, a voice trainer, and he's given his voice for many corporate ads, radio, and e-learning platforms. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a personality who's a speaker, a facilitator, an author, a voice actor, YouTuber, and a marketing professional, all in one. Let's use the reaction button and welcome today's speaker, Ritesh Kumar. He's going to talk about 3 A's of how to better your relationship. Welcome to Brainciti, Ritesh, and good evening to you.
Thank you, Naina.
Over
Thank
to you.
for having me here. Good evening, everybody. I can see a lot
Good
of people, a lot of smiling faces here. Naina, Sudeepa, Rajiv ji, Professor H.S. Bhatia, Sara, Dr. Chavan, Sai Kumar ji, Anu ji, Kalavati ji. Thank you very much for coming here. Let me ask you a couple of questions before I commence further. Do you want your relationship to improve in every aspect of life, with your colleagues, with your bosses, with your family, with your kids, or beat anybody? Raise your hand if your answer is yes.
Yes, we want.
You want?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Already good, but we want to further improve it.
Yes, that's
If
why
there is
I said
any
improve.
room. If there is any room.
Yes, of course there is. Do you want to have a better personality in your life? I know you have a better personality. You want to make a further better personality in your life?
No doubt.
Yes. Thank you very much I think this is the right place for all of us to be here. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing is relationship. What exactly is a relationship? What do you mean by that? Allow me to share my PPT here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So anybody, what is relationship? Can I have some answers? Oh, I could see some messages. Okay, no, there is no message. Anybody, what is relationship?
Coherent integration with the people.
Okay. Wow, that's
in all aspects.
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect match, yes.
Perfect match, okay. All right, anything else, sir? Anybody else would like to say? That was wonderful.
It's a connection.
It's a connection, of course. Wonderful. So relationship is nothing but association, connections, and they are in the end what life is really all about. We are nobody without a good relationship. Now, the second question is why we need to improve it. Why we need to improve our relationship. In every aspect of your life, we meet and interact with different people, and every time we have to nurture the relationship. So why we need to improve it?
To make the life very smooth, healthy, enjoyable, and whatnot.
Wonderful, sir. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anybody else would like to say that? Why we need to improve it? Have no existence without relationship. That's true, Arunji. Thank you very much. Okay, we need to improve our relationship. Let me give you some facts because people want scientific facts. Various scientific studies have proven that if you learn how to deal with people, you will go about 80% of the way down the road to success in any business or occupation, and 99% of the way down the road to personal happiness. And tell me, who doesn't want it? Everybody wants it, isn't it? Now, let me ask you another question. I'm sorry, I'm asking too many questions. So what is a good personality? What is a good personality?
Likeable.
Likeable, wonderful.
Acceptable.
Acceptable, all right.
Most welcomed one.
Most welcomed one. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Professor Bhatia knows all the answers.
Yeah. Okay, can you see my screen? Is it visible?
No, you have stopped it.
Okay, wait. Let me have a simple quiz. Allow me a few seconds.
Yeah, sure. We can see your screen, but not the file.
Okay. Now, can you see?
Yes.
Wonderful. So I'm pasting one link on the chat box, and I want you to put this in your mobile. I'm waiting for the players. Everybody, please. Yes, I could see 1, 2. All right, 2 partners I can see. Great. 3, 4. Fantastic. 5. Thank you very much. I need some more participants. Come on, everybody, you can participate in this small survey, small quiz rather. Six. All right, couple of more. You just have to take the link and put in your mobile. Yes, I could see 3, 3, 6. So far, 6 is there. All right, let's move on. Save the time and let's see the answer. Okay, do you get any option to vote?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yes.
So a good personality should be what? Let's see the answer. Let me see your thought process. You can select one.
I think forgiving.
Yeah, you can select that. 3, 2.
Professor ji, don't answer. Just answer in your sheet.
Okay, chat box में डालना है.
नहीं, वो click करना है उसमें.
कर दिया.
Okay. So
Everything
I could
is
see.
right.
So this you can see, always smiling, nobody says. Nobody likes somebody who is always smiling. So that's not a good personality. Okay. Confident and independent. 1% has voted. Respecting others, only 1%. Honest, 1%. And forgiving. So everybody wants forgiving. So are we doing a lot of mischievous acts, or we're torturing others that we want to be forgiven? So 2 people have voted for forgiving. So we think a good personality is somebody who should be forgiving, isn't it? Okay, great, wonderful. Okay, let's come back to the presentation. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah. Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, what is a good personality? A good personality boils down to nothing more than the ability to interest and serve others. So
we can see the Mentimeter screen only.
Okay. Oh, just let me check it. I'm so sorry for this.
Yeah, no worries. All tab. You may have to stop the screen share and then, yeah.
These days I have been to Google Meet frequently. So, okay.
Yeah.
So a good personality, if you see, it boils down to nothing more than the ability to interest and serve others. That means whatever personality I have, strong, weak, forgiving, maybe happy, whatever I am, it depends upon the perception of others. How do people perceive us? That's what is our personality. Now, let me tell you one thing. We have 4 facts in our human life. Let me talk about one by one. We are all egotists. What is egotist? We all know somebody who talks about ourselves a lot. I am this, I am that, I have done this, I have so much of this, I have so much of that. So these are all egotists. And trust me, somewhere in your life, you have always tried that. You wanted to be egotist, you wanted to show who you are, to present who you are. This is a common fact which everybody has, more or less. The second thing is, we are always more interested in ourselves than anything else in the world. And third one, we always want to feel important. Tell me who doesn't want to feel important? Is there anything in the world who doesn't want to feel important? Everybody, almost everybody, I would say rather, wants to feel important in his life till he's alive. And the last one, we all have a craving for others' approval so that we can approve of ourselves. In general, what happens is, if something comes out of my mind, I think, oh, it may not be that good. But the same idea comes from somebody else's mind, somebody senior, somebody professional, somebody powerful. We think, oh, that idea was really good. And that is why we always devalue our own ideas. Now, let me tell you, we all are ego hungry. We all want all these 4 things in our life. And based on these things, everybody has 3 kinds of hunger. And to satisfy these hungers, if we satisfy these hungers, we can have better relationship with all these people. Now, let me talk about these hungers. What are these hungers? Am I visible to all of you?
Yeah.
I cannot see your photographs. Okay, I have to do this.
Yes, good.
All right. The first one is acceptance. Now, let me tell you one thing. When we see something very simple, we don't value it. But when we see something complicated, we think, oh, that must be important because it's complicated, because we don't understand it. And things become simple when we understand it. So I'm giving you 3 simple basic human hungers that we can feed, that we can satisfy to have a better relationship. The first one is acceptance. So what exactly is acceptance? We all want to be accepted as we are.
Yes.
We all want someone with whom we can relax being ourselves, being true ourselves. We want somebody who should not judge us. We want somebody with whom I can say anything I want. I can share anything that comes in my mind. Maybe your mother or somebody else, isn't it? And in the world, in the real world, everywhere you find people who are ready to judge you. Oh, you are wearing this dress, so that means you must be thinking like that. Oh, you are having this kind of food test, that means you belong to that community. Everybody is there around to judge you based on your thoughts, based on your clothes, based on your ideas. Everybody is there. So now we don't have to do that. We have to accept people the way they are. Let me share a practical experience which I had when I was in the college and just moved to the company. In my group, we had around 7-8 people. One guy was having a weird smile. Whenever he laughed, everybody thought, they used to think, why this guy laughs in such a way? And they used to say, guy, you don't laugh here in front of the people, right? People will make fun of you. And by doing that, these guys used to make fun of him. And they named him as weird laughter challenge, something like that. Weird, somebody who's weird because he laughs in a weird way. But one person was there. He always called him by his name. His name was Vijay. He always says, hi Vijay, how are you? And he never behaved as if he was an alien, as if he had a very different human approach while laughing. He just took him the way he was. And after some days, when we were together in a wedding ceremony, I noticed something different. We were all there. This guy with a weird laughter came inside. And even he knew that my laughter was weird, but he could not control it. Sometimes you cannot do that. We have something inbuilt. This guy came inside and he looked at all of us. And he did not say hello, hi to anybody from us. But he went to that guy who behaved and treated him as a common person. And he asked him, he talked with him, and he moved. That day I realized, what is this? We all were together, but why he did not come to us? He went to that guy. Why? The reason was very simple. He just accepted him with whatever faults he had. As a parents, do we differentiate between our kids? If somebody is smart, good looking, intelligent, and somebody is not really good, do we differentiate? Ideally, a mother does not, isn't it? The same approach we have to have in our relationship. People they may be of different thought process, different ideas, different skills, but we have to treat them equally. We have to accept them. So the rule is, don't insist that he or she do the things the way you want him to do. Let him relax the way he is around you. Let him feel at ease when you are around him or he is around you. Don't compare your kids or anybody else to the other people so that to demotivate him or to do something else. Just accept the way he or she is. I hope you have some questions you can ask me. No problem. A psychologist says no one has the power. A psychologist says, I'll repeat, a psychologist says no one has the power to reform another person. But by liking the person, you give him a chance to change himself. I cannot change you. You cannot change me, but I can change myself. But you can like me the way I am. That gives me a lot of confidence to change myself. Now, you might have heard behind every successful man, there is a woman. Have you heard?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Why do we say that? Why do we say that? Now, let's take a common example. There are 3 ladies and their husbands work together. And all three guys are working hard to get promotion, to get hike. 2 of them got hikes. 1 guy did not get the hike. He comes back home. Scenario number 1, his wife says, what is this? You are useless. See these 2 ladies, their husbands got increment. They have brought gifts. You never bring. You never get promoted. You are useless. I'm so sorry to say, but you are useless. The husband who has been out of the home, he has been to the company, he has been to the bosses, and he has gone through a lot of things. He spent 12 hours, say 10 hours out of home, facing the world, fighting the world, and come back to home, and he hears these words from his wife. He's already demotivated, and further his wife aggravates this situation, and he feels, oh my God, I'm really useless. Nobody is there in the world to help me out. So what will be his approach towards life? Now consider the second scenario. The same husband comes back. His wife says, no problem. I have full trust in you. I don't care what these ladies say. I love my husband. I have full trust in you, and I know you are capable. Maybe this time your luck was not good. Next time, I'm sure you will get this promotion, you'll get the hike. Now, this husband thinks, I have to fight with the entire world. When I come home, at least somebody is there. At least somebody, the better half of my life is there, and she is approving me. She's liking me. She's having trust on me. He thinks, I will do something in my life so that I can make her happy. So that when she talks to her other lady friend, she could be happy. And this gives him so much of energy and enthusiasm and motivation, internal motivation, that he works hard and he gets all the medals. See, we have 24 hours, right? And as a man or as a woman, we spend these times with different people. 10 hours, or you can say 8 to 10 hours, we spend with our spouses. So majority of our time we spend with our family. So definitely the thought process of my wife or my husband will impact me. And that is why it is said that a woman is behind the success of a man. So the crux says we have to accept people the way they are. If they don't know my language, if they don't know my culture, whatever they are, we have to accept the way they are. They and everybody is unique. That is the first rule. Even the most ruthless people in the world, who has set himself against the whole world, feel the need for acceptance. You might be knowing that even Hitler used to carry with him some people for constant admiration, so that these people can admire them. That is acceptance, the power of acceptance. So take others as they are. Don't insist to do or like the way you want them to do. Let others feel, relax, be original in your company. This is the first thing, first A, that is acceptance. Now the second A is slightly different. That is approval. Now, what is approval? Acceptance is something we say slightly negative, that we have to accept the people the way they are, right? Slightly negative. Maybe some people may not be good, even then we accepting them. Approval is slightly positive.
Yeah.
Approval means you have to look for something positive in the person, whoever you are interacting with. Find something unique in that person and tell them, hey, you have these things. Now, let me ask you one thing. If a lady fan goes to Hrithik Roshan and says, hey, Hrithik, I love your physique. You have amazing physique. I am mad about your physique. Will Hrithik Roshan like it? Will he remember her for her comments? What do you think? Rajiv ji, Poonawala ji, what do you think? Would you be very happy about it? I repeat my question. If a lady fan of Hrithik Roshan goes to him and tells him, Hrithik, I love your physique. You have fantastic physique. I'm mad about your physique. Would he be very happy? And he would be loving that. Wow, you said something, I loved it. Will he be like that?
Unless.
Yes or no? What do you think?
Not always.
Not always. Fantastic. Good answer. Okay, now let me ask you something else. If you go to a stockbroker and ask him and tell him, wow, Mahipalji, you are having great knowledge of stock. Wonderful. How would he take it?
It won't matter much until as you take something from there.
And if you ask astrologer that you are great in astrology, so will he take that in that better way? That wow, you said something amazing. Tell me, he'll say, tell me something I don't know, isn't it?
Yeah, people will
He will
speak from
say,
their experiences. So if somebody
correct.
is a fan of astrology, he will think about speculations rather than the persons who are involved in day in and day out in that business.
Yes, thank you very much, Punawala.
Approval is with reference to the behavior and the work and what it gives. That you accept, that acceptance of the work, that acceptance and what role it plays in for you.
Thank you, Bhatia sir. Okay, PKG, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, actually, when we are good in on some subject, if someone appreciates, then we feel happy that we need that appreciation. And that cannot be continued for longer time. For first time, second time, we accept it easily.
Fine.
So
wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
So you stole my thunder. Let me tell you, PKG, you stole my thunder. First time, second time, he will love it. But after that, he will not love it. Because to Hrithik Roshan, I don't know how many ladies would have said that same dialogue. Hrithik, your body is fantastic. And everybody knows it. Even he's aware of that. I have fantastic physique, isn't it?
Yes,
so it is useless for him. He says, tell me something I don't know, lady. And he will not give you that value.
There is nothing special in it.
There is nothing special in it. Exactly.
Yes.
So that is why approval says you have to go one step ahead, go out of your box and think something unique. Hey, what is there?
Some uniqueness.
Unique, yes. What is there unique, something unique which he doesn't know, which I definitely want. That means you're observing that person very closely. So if the same lady talks to Hrithik and says, hey, Hrithik, I loved your eyes. Your blue eyes are like ocean. It has great deepness, serenity, and I am mad about it. What do you think in that case Hrithik Roshan's response would be? Would he respond in the same way or slightly different?
He can say like, okay, yeah, I know that it is, what you said is correct. But it is not all the time the same. He can say that, respond, he can say. But first is he will thank for that if it is first time, second time. And regularly, if same thing comes, then he will be accepting in a different way. Or he will try to ignore it.
Correct. So you got me the gist. Now compare these two sentences. If you see Hrithik Roshan's fan, people talk about his physique only, but nobody talks about his eyes or something beyond that. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about his voice, that Hrithik, your voice is so good, so soothing. These things people don't talk about. Hrithik Roshan might think, oh my God, this eyes, my mother used to say that my eyes are really good, that blue eyes, people don't look at it. And this lady talks about my blue eyes. Something I have 6 fingers in my hand, everybody says this is bad. This lady says, oh, the 6th finger makes you unique, you look different. So that kind of approval, when somebody gets different from others, he starts thinking about you. He starts giving you some value. Oh, this guy was unique and gentleman. He said something beyond the common perception. He came out and approved me of something which I wanted to hear. Because I know I have a good physique. That's common for me, right? So this is what you have to do. You have to go one step ahead, find something unique, something different, and tell him. And when you say that, you have to be genuine. You have to be honest. You have to have the voice quality that should have genuineness. Oh, what is this? Oh, you might have heard this, right? Albert Mehrabian pyramid, communication. They have talked about 3 things: verbal, actual words, their contributions, voice percentage, and visual, right? So where we all know that visual has a much bigger role. Your body language and your visual appearance has much bigger role, right? Let's do a small activity. So can I see who all are here? So all the people whose name starts from A to J, and they will paint this. Can you paint this? I hope you can. You can annotate, right? Annotate here. Can you paint this triangle with how much percentage? If consider this triangle as 100%, how much should be actual words contribution to our communication, and how much should be voice contribution, and how much should be visual? Can you paint that? So I want all from A to J. Anybody? They will paint verbal.
Can I say that?
No. You don't have to say that.
Okay,
I know you know the answer. So
Okay.
you don't have to say. You have to paint here.
Ritesh, can you please repeat your question, please?
Yes, I'll repeat. You can see a triangle here.
Yeah.
Right? This is Albert Mehrabian pyramid, which talks about communication. He's divided communication in 3 parts: verbal, that is the actual words, the words I'm using. Second, your voice, the tonality, the voice kind of voice you are using while talking, that tonality. And the third one is visual, your body language and your appearance, the kind of dressing sense you have, the kind of body language you have, all those things. So he has divided in 3 parameters. And the most important is your body language and visual appearance. They talk more than that. You know, when we did not have the language, when we did not have Sanskrit, Hindi, Tamil, even at that time, people used to communicate through body language, through gestures. So that has maximum contribution. So I want to know what is the contribution by verbal, by voice, and visual. So you have to paint it. So A to J, all the people whose names start with A to J, they will paint verbal, the top part, contribution. And from K to, say, R, they will paint with a different color. Say this is red, say this is blue, and this is yellow. And from R to Z, they will paint the last quadrant, that is verbal. Come on, let me see the group activity. How do you paint it?
I am not sure if it is possible in the laptop, possible in the phone, I guess.
No, it is possible in laptop, of course. You can annotate.
Okay, can you just help us?
Yeah, there is a tool called Annotate. You can click there, and then you get this pencil kind of thing, and then you can color like this, which I'm doing right now.
Is it
You
under
select the color.
reactions?
It is at the top toolbar of Zoom. You can see in front of new share, there is pause share, there is annotate. Can you see that?
Is it only for the
Everybody
host?
can do
Are
it.
you co-host?
Or somebody who's the host, they have to enable it. I'm not the host. Okay, I'm enabling it. Now you can do it. So first one is red, second one is say blue, and third one is yellow. Yes, Dr. Chauhan, inside the triangle, Dr. Chauhan. Inside the triangle, please. Yeah, you have to color, please. Like a kid, the way a color like this, see? I am doing that. Inside the triangle. Yes. So I can see Dr. Chauhan doing that. Others do that as well. Poonawala ji, you can also join them. Yes. So make a boundary so that we can, yes. Yellow is also coming. Oh, good. Okay, where is voice? Voice is also very important. Tonality, your pronunciation, your accent, that is also very important. Diction is important. So blue has to be in voice. Blue has to come, no. Yellow is coming there in front of voice, no. Yellow has to come down in visual. Come on, everybody, let's do this fun. Yes, now blue is coming, fantastic, okay. Make a boundary line. So what is the area for verbal? What is the area for voice? Okay, sir, you have selected a different color, Arunji. It has to be blue, okay. Somebody has taken that strong blue, that's lovely, okay. Yes, red is coming there, thank you. Yes, Rajivji, you're doing that. Okay, Rajivji, you should be in voice, okay. Okay, how come red is coming down? Red has to go up in verbal.
Alphabetically, guys, alphabetically.
Yes. Oh, blue has gone up. The blue has to be in voice. So I wanted to see what is the area of verbal, how much you think the verbal actual words are important. Okay, that lovely activity, wonderful. Oh, okay. Okay, so far I can see that verbal, the non-verbal, the visual is okay. Yellow is there, that's fine. Okay, okay, wonderful. So actually, Abaji, that area has to be red because verbal I have said red. This area has to be red, this area has to be blue, and this area has to be yellow. Okay, no props. That's wonderful. Oh, wow, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, colors are being changed. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Great, great. I would love to see this. That was fantastic, all of you. Thank you for your activity. Let's move on. Let me see the answer. Okay, so look at here. So actual verbal words are having only 7% of the importance. And your voice, your tonality, your accent, your diction, your pronunciation, that has 38% importance contribution as per Albert Mehrabian. And the whooping, 55% contribution is done by non-verbal. That is your body language. All right, wonderful, great. Let's move on. Now let me delete all those things. I'm going to delete this. All right. All right, now we have something more about your voice. How should we speak so that it's genuine? Can somebody read it?
Yes, I can read it.
Okay,
I can.
read it.
It's the 10th of December, and yet I haven't received myself.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
But I'm the retired one actually.
Okay, no problem. No
I would
problem.
also like to read it.
Yes, Baji.
10th of December, and
Yes.
I haven't received my salary.
Thank you. Thank you for reading it. Now, read with this emotion.
Yeah. It is 10th of December. Yet I haven't received my salary.
Okay, I could see your face. Okay,
Yeah.
but I want to see that in your voice as well.
Yeah. It is 10th of December. I yet haven't received my salary.
No. A little
Yes,
more
now
angry,
it's
little
better.
more,
Now it's better.
little
Yes,
more concerned. Yeah.
yes, little more concerned. Yes, true.
It
Okay,
is the 10th
wonderful.
December, and
Should I
yet
try?
I haven't received my salary.
Yes, Arunji, you can try again.
I can try again.
Yes,
10th of December, and yet I haven't received my salary.
yes.
It's the 10th of December, and yet I haven't received my salary.
Slightly more aggressiveness, slightly more
It's 10th of
disorientation has to be.
December. It's 10th of December. I haven't
Okay,
received my salary.
okay, wonderful. Now let me give you something simple. Come on.
Oh, my sister gave birth to a baby boy.
Very good, Sudeepaji. Wonderful. Okay, so with more happiness, anybody else would like to try?
Oh, my sister gave birth to a baby boy.
Wonderful. Okay, can I request somebody else?
Gave birth to a baby boy.
Yes, thank you, Tanakaji. Okay, Aisha and Dr. Chauhan, Hirenji, can you try?
Oh, my sister gave birth to a baby boy.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, now be more happy and then tell us. Feel that happiness. So when we approve somebody,
My
we
sister
need
gave birth to
Then
a
O
baby
had to go
boy.
as up.
Yes. So when
Yes,
we use our
correct.
body language, automatically our voice tone changes. That's
Yes.
important.
This is
So have you
very
seen somebody sitting like this and saying something happy? It's not possible.
right.
You have to be open. Okay. The last activity. Thank you, Arunji, for your video. Okay. One more activity. Let me tell you. Let me give it to you. Okay. Hello. Yes. Just a second. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. Can you read the first one? So how do we approve? How do we speak? It makes a lot of difference.
Without a man is nothing.
Sudeepaji, can you explain what is the meaning of the first sentence?
Yes. A woman without her man is nothing. Like,
So what is the meaning of that?
uh, like, there should be a male and female. Like, there's a relation.
Okay.
Without relations, the person will not be nothing. Like
Okay.
a woman.
This sentence is very specific.
Yes, specific, clear.
Yeah.
Too.
So a woman without her man is nothing. So what is the crux of this sentence?
There should be relations.
Relation
Strong
is
relation.
not complete unless there is a complementary part.
Okay.
Our relation is a two-way, not with a single.
So we're not talking about relation here. In this
Okay.
sentence, we're not talking about relation.
Okay, right.
I'm just saying a woman without her man is nothing. What is the meaning of that? What do you take out of this?
Otherwise, we can
woman
break
will
this word.
become
It's a both
nothing.
men and
Yes,
men.
Karanji.
Yes.
A woman will become nothing when her man is not with her.
Yes.
It is
Thank
only
you very
both.
much.
Yeah.
That's the meaning. That's the correct meaning. Thank you, Karanji. So that means a woman, if she doesn't have a man with her, she is useless. She is nothing, isn't it? That was long back. It was true. Now read the second sentence.
A woman without her man is nothing.
Now, what is the meaning of this sentence?
Here, if a woman is not with a man, the man seems to be nothing.
Yes, thank you very much. Exactly. Now, if you see, in general, both the sentences are exactly same.
Except a comma.
Except a comma.
Yes, that's
so
very
what
important.
What happens? A comma can make
All
a
the
huge difference, isn't it? So while speaking, if you're not taking pauses, if you're not having emotions, your sentence can go here and there. The meaning could be very different, isn't it? So we have to be very careful. How do we approve others? If we have right tone, right body language, all that matters a lot. All right. I hope I'm not taking much time. Hirenji, if you want to say something.
The first statement shows importance for a man, whereas the second statement shows importance for a woman.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Comma is individual value, and
so one comma makes a woman important, and one comma makes a man important, isn't it? So a comma plays such a major role in our life. All right. So now the last one, the last A, which talks about appreciation. First one was acceptance. We have to accept the people the way they are. And the second one is approval. We have to find something unique in that person and approve, tell them honestly with a good voice. And the third one is appreciate, means to raise in value. So appreciation matters a lot. In our life, what happens, sometimes we take our customers for granted, isn't it? One customer comes, okay, next customer will come. We think that way. This is not correct way. We take our loved ones for granted, isn't it? Sometimes we take our loved ones for granted. There are things we take for granted because we think they will always be there. But somebody always there? No, nobody's always there. People in our life, we think they will always stay forever. Our families, our parents, we think they will always be with us. So we'll talk to them, we'll give them value or time when I have time. But the time comes when these people are not in our life and we feel regretted. We feel regret that we could not give time to these people. We have kids and we think we'll talk up with my kids, with my daughter and son. But when time comes, they grow up and we miss the opportunities. So give your time and your value to all the people in your life, appreciate them, value them, praise them. Stop and consider just how valuable people are there in your life. Remember, the people are the most important and most valuable thing on the earth in your life. If they're not there, you're not there. So some tips I would like to give you. Don't keep people waiting for you. Tell them, I'm sorry that you waited for that. If you have time, go there, meet them. Don't keep people waiting for you. Always thank people for their efforts. Whatever little efforts they have shown in your life, praise them, value them. Treat people as special. Remember, we don't get along with people. We get along with individuals. If I say to the group of people, hello everybody, nobody's going to respond. They're confused who he's talking to. So people are not there, individuals are there. So we learn and we respect individuals, not group. So don't talk to the group, talk to the individuals. All right. And always treat people as special, give them special attention. If you're talking to them, give full body turn, face to face, head to head, eye to eye, smile at them and value them. So these were 3 things. Accept the people the way they are in their life, with their faults, with their problems. Approve them, find something unique in them. And third one, appreciate their contribution, their support, all the things, thank them. So thank you from my side. These were the things. If any questions, I am here. Bhatia sir, if you're saying something, you're muted. You're not. The voice is not coming.
In any gathering, when you are welcoming, if you say that welcome, I welcome each one of you, instead of saying I welcome you all, then make a lot of difference. That's what the last one, what you said, treat people as a special.
Yes, yes. So in presentations, what happens, which I have seen when I'm talking to, say, colleges, there are hundreds of people, and I'm addressing, hello, everybody, how are you? And I'm looking just like this. Yeah. So what I do in my presentations, I go along with people, I talk to them, I take their names and say, hello, Vijay, hi, Vijay. And during my entire presentation, I try to take their names, try to meet them personally, try to make personal eye contact. That's crucial. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, sir. Any other questions if you have?
Sorry, I was on mute. So sometimes we forget the name of the people, although we would have met him. Or her.
Yeah, sorry.
You can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So my question was, sometimes you have brought out the very good point that we have to call the people by name instead of just saying hello. If I say hello and their name, this is better conveying the these expressions and the meaning and everything. So sometimes we forget the names of the people we met, but if we we find very embarrassing at that point of time.
Yes.
We might goof up sometimes some name, something like that. So
yes,
how do you so it looks very embarrassing on both the sides. That person will also feel like I thought that this person has remembered me, but he forgot, or he don't pronounce his name properly, or something like that. So how do we see this situation first from your perspective? How do we see this situation? What it really means? Is it really an embarrassment, or is it something? How do you consider this situation?
It's not embarrassment, but it's a learning that, hey, I forget the name. So that means that shows that gives you a lesson that I have to remember names. I have to do some practices by remembering names. And when we want to go to a meet or to meet somebody, we should try this, that I have to learn the name. See, for everybody, their names is the
Most important.
best music in the world he has. So everybody loves his name, right? So definitely, if you are in such a situation, just take one step back, meet somebody else and ask, hey, I forgot his name. What is his name here? Learn the name and then go ahead. Instead of saying, excuse me, Mr. and all those things. Learn the name, come back, take some time, learn the name, and then go back and practice this. If you are in a company, you should know the names of all the people working around. That's a very good habit, but in one day, it doesn't happen. You have to work on this habit, and slowly it will definitely help you remember the name of the people. You can use so many things, so many funny things to associate the names with. That will help you.
Thank you so much, Ritesh, for this wonderful, informative and creative way of making us understand the concept. It was very interesting. Other than learning about 3 A's, we also learned few technical things. And I think everyone enjoyed it as like little child.